What's going on, YouTube? Ferocity here. I hope you guys are doing well. Let's talk about cheaters. Because this problem that we have with cheaters infiltrating our favorite games is only getting worse. It doesn't seem to matter which game you play, whether it's GTA, Fortnite, Apex, Call of Duty, or even now Valorant. Cheaters are coming in and destroying your experience. All because, one, they're either really bad at the game, or number two, they simply just can't get laid. I really don't know what causes a cheater to spend money to cheat in a video game, but it's got to be one or the other. Maybe it's the fact that their parents didn't hug them enough as children. I don't really know. But it seems like such a weird thing to do, and yet it's only getting worse. And that's what's so frustrating, is that this industry doesn't really seem to have an answer for cheaters. Even Valorant, which was regarded as the gold standard for anti-cheat systems within this industry, is starting to lose their battle against cheaters. This from Mixwell. I've never said this before, but Valorant is in a really bad state. There's so many cheaters, it's literally unplayable. I really hope we can change this for the better, because it will become another CS where you can't play in in-game ranked mode and enjoy it. Even in 5-stack, we get cheaters. Absolute disaster. This is really disappointing to hear, because for a long time now, I have been saying that Call of Duty, the game I cover mostly, needs to have a kernel level anti-cheat, which is what Valorant has. But clearly that's not working either. The cheaters are outpacing our own developers in every way, shape, and form. They are outsmarting the developers as well. They can't keep up. And it's insanely frustrating to always feel like you're one step behind. But that's the situation we're in. And I think Modern Warzone put it perfectly. The Vanguard kernel level anti-cheat has been considered the golden standard of anti-cheats in the gaming industry since it released. If the cheating in Valorant has gotten so bad it's literally unplayable, then I fear we are cooked. Yeah, that's a tough reality to face. This may sound melodramatic, and I'm sorry if I do, but I really fear what's to come. Are we all just going to end up cheating? Is that really the solution here? Because it doesn't seem like these companies have an effective solution, except what Call of Duty is doing. And I'm normally not one to praise Call of Duty, praise Activision, but I think they're doing the right thing here. And it's this. They are going after the cheat suppliers. As much as I think it is important to build a good anti-cheat system, I think it's equally, if not more important, to flex your legal might against cheat suppliers. And we've heard about this in the past, but once again, Call of Duty has done it again. As per Charlie Intel, 4 more Warzone cheat providers have been shut down this week. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to hear about. Of course, I care about your efforts on your anti-cheat, but I want to see what you're doing to flex your legal might against those who are disrupting the integrity of your game, who are causing a negative impact to your community. Because that's what's happening with cheaters. They are causing a negative impact to the industry as a whole. So this is where I'd like to see companies collaborate together, work together to find the solution here. Because if they work together, collectively come up with a solution that works for everybody, works for the community, works for themselves, it'll only benefit the communities that they try to service. We all win, except for the cheaters, of course, which, heck, I couldn't care less about them. I'm sure their parents don't either, which is why they resort to cheating. But anyways, I digress. There's never going to be enough insults in the world to properly express my feelings towards somebody who needs to cheat in a video game. Of course, if you want to cheat in a single-player video game, you're not harming anyone. I'm talking specifically to those who cheat in multiplayer games thinking that they'll get some sense of satisfaction. Sorry, you're just not. Maybe try anything else in life. I don't know. Nonetheless, this is the path forward. I want to see rigorous anti-cheat systems being built, of course. But I also think it's extremely important to go after those who harm your business model. It's shocking to me that more companies are not going after these cheat providers. I'm not somebody who claims to know a lot about the law, So maybe there's a reason why they're so hesitant to shut down these cheat providers or why it's taken so long. But they do affect your company. They do affect your revenue streams. Because if less people want to play your game because they're quote unquote infiltrated by cheaters, you are effectively losing revenue. That is damages. My limited law knowledge knows that you can sue companies for damages. And trust me, a company like, Suave does not have the same legal might as Activision, as Valve, as whomever owns Valorant. Pardon me if I don't know that. As Riot Games. Like, that is the situation here. And yet, it feels like this hasn't been their tactic. They continuously play defense instead of going on the offense. And the offense is doing this. But in addition to that, I still do believe that they need to work collaboratively together to resolve this problem. Because a good solution benefits everyone. The companies make more money and the communities are happier. That's a win-win in my books. And just one more final thought on this topic. I am seeing a lot more people come out and say that the whole cheater infestation across the industry is over-exaggerated. It's being propped up by a bunch of crybabies who claim that they are being killed by cheaters when in reality it's people who are better than them and they can't handle that. Personally, I think this argument is incredibly short-sighted. On one hand, yes, do I think that some people cry out cheater when in reality they were just outplayed? Of course. It's been happening for years. It's still happening today. But I also think that downplaying the cheater problem is a lose-lose for everybody. Because if you start downplaying the cheater problem, all of a sudden, companies might start getting a little complacent with their anti-cheat, with their attempts to mitigate cheaters. And then cheaters are going to notice these weaknesses and multiply. And before you know it, the cheater problem that you call not much of a problem is going to become a big problem. And because companies have gotten complacent due to the fact that it's being downplayed by the community, they'll be playing catch up for years to come. And that will only make their games worse. Now, obviously, I think this might be an extreme example, but that's the way I look at it. The second that you put your foot off the gas here and you say it's okay, it's all exaggerated, the cheater problem isn't really a problem, is when we start to lose even more ground against the cheaters. I said it earlier in this video. These companies, these developers, these publishers, they need to go on the offensive against cheaters. It's time to stop playing defense. It's the fourth quarter, you're down by a touchdown, let's go get that touchdown by any means necessary. And honestly, I think they need to flex their legal might even more. I think they need to completely tear down these people that believe they can make money off of dissolving the integrity of our favorite games. So that's what I'm going to leave you with today. I'd be very curious to hear your thoughts on this down below in the comments section. And as always, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. If you want to see more videos from me, please hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.